Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have a very exciting unboxing video. I am going to be unboxing the new MacBook Pro. Guys, it has been a long time coming. The current laptop I have is the MacBook Air, the 2014 or 2015 version. I got it before high school and now I'm a sophomore in college, so yeah, it's been like on its last limb. It's not doing so hot during this era where we're just taking Zoom classes all the time. I swear the battery life only lasts for like a couple Zoom calls and then it's dead. So now that we're always on our laptops for school, and especially since I've been making some more videos, so I'm always on my laptop editing, I feel like it's time for a much needed upgrade. I asked for the MacBook Pro for Christmas and today I just wanted to unbox it with you guys. I'm gonna do one of those very satisfying ASMR openings, and then I'll also go over the specs and the details of which Mac I got, show you guys what's in the package. If you're new here, hi, my name is Maylee. I would love it if you could give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below for more. Also be sure to check out my other unboxing videos. I have a whole playlist of unboxing videos, so if you head over to my channel you can find that. But yes, in terms of what laptop I got, so this is a 13-inch MacBook Pro. It's the 8GB memory and 256GB SSD. I don't know what SSD means, but yeah, I'm just reading what's on the back label. This is my first time with the Pro. As I said, I currently have the Air, and I initially got the Air like 5 or 6 years ago because when I was like in the store and I was feeling the heaviness of the Air versus the Pro, like obviously hence the name, the Air is lighter, and I just thought like, you know, that'd be better for high school, and I didn't really need that much memory. I didn't need my laptop to be super fancy or anything because it was just for high school. But a lot of my friends in college, they have the Pro, and it just seems like it's like built like, you know, more sturdier. It's meant for more advanced applications. So I feel like now, you know, that I'm using my laptop so much, I thought I would upgrade to the Pro. So I'm very excited to see all the different features of it. Also, since my laptop is pretty old, I have not experienced the Touch ID, like the touch bar. So another thing I'm really excited for. I know it's been out for a while now, but again, since I haven't upgraded my laptop, I just haven't had it yet. So here we are, moving on to bigger, better things. What's really cool about this laptop is it actually comes with the M1 Apple chip. I know it sounds so fancy. I honestly don't exactly know how to explain it. I pulled it up on the Apple website. So when I was deciding what laptop to get, there was 2 different versions. You could get the one with the Apple M1 chip, or with the Intel Core i5 quad-core processor with Intel Iris Plus graphics. Yeah, so I'm not a tech guru, so I didn't know which one to choose. So I called my Apple store and I was like, hey, like I'm a college student and I use my laptop for classes and for video editing, like which one would you recommend? And I like kind of asked them like what exactly is the difference between the two. And basically what they told me is that it's just a different chip that is in the laptop, and the new M1 chip is Apple's version of it. So before it was from Intel, and a lot of laptops have the Intel chip. Like my current MacBook Air, the one that I got in 2014, 2015, it has the Intel chip. So I was originally going to just stick with that because that's like what I was used to. I didn't really want to change, you know? But they were telling me like, yeah, the Apple M1 chip, it's like super fast. But I mean, maybe that was just them trying to sell it to me, but I thought like, you know, why not give it a try? I did look at more reviews and just did a little bit of my own research on it, and it seemed like people who had the new laptop with the M1 chip, like they were pretty happy with it, so I decided to go with that. Also, I got the space gray color, which is the darker gray color. I just think it looks more sleek, and I currently, in my MacBook Air, it's the lighter gray color, the silver color. So again, just wanted to try something new. As for why I chose the 13-inch, that's because the current MacBook Air I have is a 13-inch and I really like the size of it. I saw the 16-inch when I went in stores like a couple months ago, and it just seemed a lot bigger than what I wanted. Maybe it's because it's bigger than what I'm used to, but for the most part, like most college students I know, they just have the 13-inch, and you know, that's what fits in my current laptop case, and that's what fits in my backpack. Because of the current pandemic, I did not go in stores to buy it. I ordered it online from the Apple website, and what's really cool is they delivered it the same day. So I ordered it that morning, like when I first woke up around like 7 a.m. and it was at my place by noon. So that was really cool, like a really quick turnaround. They literally had someone drive over to drop it off at my place, like they handed it to me. Kind of like when you order something on Postmates or Uber Eats, like they drive it to you and then they tell you when they're outside of your building, like, hey, I'm outside, come pick up your laptop. And thus, this baby was in my hands. So yeah, that's enough of me talking. Now let's get on to the ASMR unboxing.
To use English as the main language, press the return key.
Okay, hello, voiceover me coming in here. I'm just gonna walk you through kind of what the setup process was like. So first thing they asked is to select your language. The screen automatically popped up when I opened the laptop. Next, they asked for your country and region, and then after that, they asked if you want to enable any of the accessibility features. These include vision, motor, hearing, and cognitive functions. Then I set up my Wi-Fi. Obviously here I blurred out my Wi-Fi info, but yeah, I just connected it. Pretty easy to set up. It gives you a little info about data and privacy. And then, okay, this is the main part that I guess I was kind of nervous about. So in order to transfer all of my info from my old Mac to this one, there are multiple routes you can use to do this, but the one that most people recommend is Migration Assistant. So I use that. Basically, you just connect both laptops to the same Wi-Fi server and it'll transfer all the data over. At first, I was unsure of like how easy this process was gonna be, but let me tell you, it was such a breeze, very easy to set up. I was also kind of worried about how long it would take to transfer all the data because some people online have written that it's taken hours, if not days, to transfer all their data. And I was like, I got homework and classes to work on. Like, I really hope it doesn't take too long. Actually, it was a lot quicker than I expected. Here you can see I'm showing you I started the data transferring process at 7:20 p.m. and it was all done by 8:41 p.m. the same day. So it only ended up taking about an hour and 20 minutes, which is so much better than I expected. These people online made it sound like I'd be waiting for like many hours, so I was very pleased with how quick it was. After that, you just sign into your Apple ID. It gives you a little blurb about analytics, and oh, this is super fun. I finally have the touch bar, so I read a little thing about that and then set up the Touch ID feature. Here she is in all her beauty and glory. There's nothing like the feeling of a new technology device where, you know, there's like no fingerprints, no nothing. Okay, so yes, this is the space gray color, and right off the bat, I love the color. When I opened it, I was like, ooh, she beautiful. Besides the laptop, it also came with an instructions pamphlet. And let me see, usually with the instructions, it comes with stickers. Oh, here they are. Ooh. This was always the exciting part of my childhood. Like when my parents would get a new Apple product, they would always give me the stickers because I was a stickers fanatic, and I still am. This is exciting because these are a darker gray, like these are the space gray color. I was always used to getting, you know, like the white Apple stickers, so fun. But yes, it comes with the instructions manual and like, you know, all the different wordy documents with the font that's too small so I never read it. And then it also comes with a charger. What's really exciting about this charger is it's a smaller cord. Here's a close-up of what the cord looks like. It's very different than my MacBook Air because my MacBook Air has the older charging cable, and that one, honestly, I really did not like because it was magnetic. So it fell out of my laptop really easily. Like every time I would charge my laptop, it'd either just like fall out on its own, or sometimes if I touch the cord, then it would just fall out. So this one looks like, you know, it's actually gonna stay in your Mac and not just so easily unplug itself. So I'm really glad that they made this change. And yes, those are my first initial thoughts and unboxing the Mac. Alright, hey guys, it is a couple months later. I think it's like a month and a half since the last time I talked to you guys. But yeah, I have been using the Mac like literally every single day. I'm a full-time student, so I use Zoom every day because classes are online right now. And like even when I'm not doing school stuff, I'm constantly on my laptop. You know, it's 2021. We're always on our laptops. So yes, I definitely feel like I've gotten a lot of good use out of it, and I feel like I can give my true honest opinion and kind of give a review of my thoughts on the new MacBook Pro. So the first thing I think I'll start off with is the M1 chip, because that was something that when I was buying my laptop, I was really debating whether I should get the M1 chip or the Intel, because I am not a tech nerd. I don't know that much about tech, so I didn't know like how to judge that, you know, and I'm sure a lot of you guys feel the same way. If you're a student just trying to find a good laptop to use for classes, it's like you don't want to do a ton of research into that, but at the same time you want to make sure that you're getting something good. Knowing that all my previous computers were Intel, I am a creature of habit, so I was a little hesitant to try the new M1 chip because I was like, oh, like I don't know what's gonna be like, because I just have never used a laptop with an M1 chip. But I mean, I've been loving it. I mean, there's nothing that really has made me notice like, oh, like clearly this is the M1 chip, you know, it's just part of the laptop. And I will definitely say this laptop is so much faster than my last laptop. I don't know whether to credit that to the M1 chip in specific, or if it's just because I have a new laptop and my old laptop is like 5 years old. So obviously, like as years go by, the laptop will be better anyways, but I do think that part of the reason is because of the M1 chip, because at least that's what Apple says. Like when they brand it and they sell it, they say that the M1 chip makes things a lot faster, and I can definitely say that's true. This laptop is such a great upgrade. I knew that my last laptop was slow, but I didn't realize how slow it was until I got this one. Whether it be doing online video calls, so whether that be FaceTime or Zoom, the battery life on this new laptop is so much better. On my previous MacBook Air, I would literally get on one class if my class was like an hour to an hour and a half, and my battery would go from like 100% to like 30%. This laptop, I definitely do not have that problem, which is so nice, because it's really annoying when you have to like get up in the middle of a class or something and go to get your charger. In addition to online classes, as someone who uses editing software like Final Cut Pro, that's what I use to edit all my videos. Final Cut Pro definitely is a battery drainer, so when I would edit videos on my last MacBook Air, I could not go more than like 30 minutes to an hour of editing without having to plug in my laptop. Now it is so much better. I'm able to freely move my laptop around, you know, 1 minute be at my desk and the next minute be on my bed editing, and I don't have to bring my charger around with me. It's just such a luxury. So if you're looking for a laptop with good battery life, I definitely recommend like the M1 chip, the Apple new MacBook Pro is the way to go. Okay, and then onto the things that are more, I guess, like the con side, like negative things. I'm gonna start off with one that I'm not sure whether I'm gonna rate it a pro or a con yet, but that is a touch bar, which I know might be a controversial opinion. I know a lot of people love it. I love the aesthetics of it. Like I love how the touch bar looks. I love how sleek it is and how easy it is. I definitely really like the Touch ID feature. That is so nice. Before, you know, the classic typing your password, now I can just use my fingerprint and it's so fast, so convenient. I love that. I also really like you can use it for Apple Pay, so if you are checking out on some website and you want to use your card that's linked to your Apple Pay account, you can just put your fingerprint and it'll automatically go through. But in terms of the other features of the Touch ID bar, I mean, again, I love how it looks, I love how sleek it is, but like with my old laptop, I could just, if I wanted to turn up or down the brightness or up and down the volume, there's the button right there and I just have to click it a couple times, whereas this one you have to click on it and then you have to like scroll. So I guess in a way what I'm trying to say is with the new laptop, it's more steps to change the volume or change the brightness, whereas before it was just one click. These are very minute details and really in the grand scheme of things don't make a huge difference. Overall, like I would hands down definitely recommend this laptop, but it is something I noticed and it took some getting used to. And then lastly, something I really don't like about the new MacBook is the whole USB situation. So if you look at the sides right here, this is where you plug in all the things. So this is how you charge it. So the new charger is a lot different than the older charger. I like the new charger a lot more, but I don't know like what they did in terms of the USB. There is no USB port in these new MacBooks. I didn't notice that until like a week later when I went to edit a video and I was like, wait, I can't plug in my external hard drive. So then I had to order one of those like dongle converters. And so I ordered the one that is from the Apple brand. You know, I had assumed that it would work because it's from the Apple brand. But for some reason, when it arrived, I plugged it in and then I tried to plug in the USB end and it didn't fit. I was very, very confused. I was like, am I doing this wrong? And then I tried to force it and I was like, no, I don't want to break my like external hard drive, and try to flip it around the other way, and it wasn't working. So I looked it up online, and apparently a lot of other people have the same issue. So I don't really know what's up with that. If anyone does, let me know in the comments below because I'm still very curious. Did I order the wrong one? I don't know. So it's a bit frustrated because I kind of had to wait for a bit for it to ship to my place, and I just really want to edit my video, but I went on Amazon and I was able to find this converter. My friend had recommended it to me, and I'm really glad I got this one. This one is really great. This is what it looks like. It is a USB Type-C Hub Pro, and you can see it comes with a couple USB ones and then like another kind of one that they have on the side of the Mac. And then they also have an SD card one, which is also very necessary for me when I edit my videos. That's another thing that I was like sad about. They took out the SD card inserter on the MacBooks. So yeah, if you have any external hard drives or USBs or anything like that, you are definitely going to need a converter. I recommend getting one like this where it's just all of them in one, because the Apple one that I had originally purchased, that didn't work anyways. It only had one USB port, so I would have to get a separate one for an SD card, and I would just recommend that you get an all-in-one kind of thing. So yeah, this is my external hard drive that I use for editing videos. It's pretty like bulky, so yeah, it's kind of a lot. Like these are constantly plugged into my laptop, so anytime I carry around my laptop or just have my laptop around, there's always these two things connected to the side of it. So it's not as compact as I'd like it to be, whereas before I could just plug it in and I wouldn't have to have this extra piece there. So what I have to do is I have to plug in this and then plug in this to the side of my laptop. It's a whole setup, definitely not the most convenient thing. I really wish they hadn't gotten rid of like directly inputting my USBs and my SD card into my laptop. Also with that, especially when I'm editing my videos, I get really nervous that I'm gonna accidentally like pull out my external hard drive in the middle of editing a video, and like you have to always allow permission for it to eject the hard drive before you actually take it out, because sometimes you might lose like whatever project you're working on if you eject it without like giving it permission. So I get really nervous, like, oh, what if I accidentally like, I don't know, my hand like yanks it out, or I like trip on some cord or something. I really want it to be more secure, especially if I'm walking around with my laptop and it's just dangling on by like this little thing. I'm really afraid it's gonna fall out. So the solution to that, Shelby Church, a YouTuber, I was watching one of her vlogs and she recommended this, but it's not the most aesthetically pleasing thing, but it has definitely helped a lot. It's basically this like pocket thing where I can put my hard drive and everything so that it's not just hanging off the side, and when I walk around, like it actually is secure in some way. When I was working before, I would just be working like this, right? And if I'm going to carry my laptop around, I would just be carrying around like this. And I don't know, what if someone just, like what if someone's hand just gets caught in there and they pull it out? I don't want to risk anything like that. So this pocket helps. Basically what I do is I put it in like that. So there's not a bunch of cords like sticking out, it's just this little part, and everything else is held securely in here. That's kind of the solution that I've come up with, but again, it is not aesthetically pleasing at all. If you guys have any recommendations for like workarounds around this, definitely leave them in the comments below because I would love to know. Oh, also another big thing, I got a clear case. I just got a clear hard shell protective case from Amazon. I definitely recommend getting a case because that way it keeps it protected, whether you drop it or if you scratch the surface accidentally or something. Before with my old laptop, I had a like marble printed one, but this time I just got a clear one. I love how like simple and sleek it is, and it was very, very affordable off of Amazon. It also comes with a cover for like the back part, so the back part is also protected. It also has grippy things on the bottom so it doesn't slip and slide. So yeah, that is about it for today's video. I hope you found this video helpful, and I'm actually thinking about filming more videos related to my MacBook, so like maybe a more full-on in-depth review of it, or like really side-by-side comparison with my old MacBook. If you're interested in that, then let me know and I would love to film that. I've also been seeing a lot of like customization videos where people give tips on how to really customize, whether it's your desktop background or just different widgets. I think that that'd be really cute and fun to do, so if you're interested in that, also let me know. Be sure to like this video and subscribe down below for more. I have a couple other techie kind of videos, I guess you could say. I reviewed the Apple Watch and as well as unboxed it. I will link that video down below. I hope you guys are staying happy and healthy, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!